You ever feel like your phone is controlling you instead of the other way around? According to a survey conducted by reviews.org in 2023, Americans check their cell phones on average 144 times per day. They also found that Americans spend 4 hours and 25 minutes each day on their phones. It's a long time to be mindlessly scrolling through content. If you're anything like me, your screen time might even be higher than that. As someone with ADHD, I know firsthand how hard it is to be focused and disciplined in managing your phone usage. My screen time got up to like over 8 hours a day, I think, at one point. I'd cancel plans with friends to stay at home and go on my phone, or I would go out with them, but I wouldn't even be able to engage with them because I'd be so distracted to have my phone out at any given opportunity that they would just be super annoyed with me and I wouldn't even understand what they were saying. I wouldn't be able to hear them. They'd be like, Blake, and after like 4 times of saying my name, I'd look up and then I'd just go back to my phone. It was a mess. But after going through a lot of heartache and being the chief of staff at a law firm for years now and being forced to find ways where I don't allow my phone usage to affect my productivity, I found some strategies that have worked for me. One key habit that has helped me reduce my phone usage by 90% is setting specific goals. I realized that without specific goals, I would just mindlessly scroll through my phone without any care in the world because I wasn't having anything I was working towards. It was just a means to an end. So I started small. I said, I will not use my phone during meals. It's proper etiquette. You're at dinner with someone, your phone's not on the table, like, come on. But even that was hard because I hate small talk, and using my phone before meals came helped me pass the time. But I stuck with it, and soon enough, it became a regular habit. And then I set the next goal of not using my phone for 30 minutes before I go to bed. And again, this was difficult, but I eventually built up the willpower to avoid that temptation. And of course, there's days when I still slip up and I check my phone more than I said I would, but I don't beat myself up for that. I acknowledge that I made a mistake and I learn from it and I move on and I try to be better the next time around. And over time, setting these specific goals, I start to see the benefits of them. I was more present in my relationships. I slept better at night. I was more productive during the day. And the best part was I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. The next thing was I created phone-free zones. Creating phone-free zones was a game changer for me. At first, I thought that it was impossible to be away from my phone. I thought that I had to have it by my side no matter what, but that wasn't true. I started by designating certain areas of my home where my phone is not allowed. Those areas include the dining room, my bedroom, and the bathroom. These were the areas that I wanted to be most present for. Even the bathroom. I didn't even know I was in there. This wasn't easy either. This took a while to implement. I would always still reach for my phone at certain times, and I knew I was doing something wrong. I told myself I wouldn't, but it's an addiction. Like, you can't help it. And when you do this enough times, you just start to fall back into old patterns, and then you just forget the zones even exist. Both persistence and tough love and holding myself accountable, I was finally able to get past that and actually follow through with these designation zones. And you might have to get creative here. Maybe you have to put your phone in a little holder before you enter that designated area. Whatever you have to do, there's always going to be some give and take, but whatever makes it easy for you to do it, like, just gotta do it. And honestly, no one needs to be playing Angry Birds on the damn toilet. Now I've done this for enough times, I'm not reaching for updates anymore. It's just when I get to my phone, It's just there, but it's not like a part of me anymore. The next thing that helped me was using alternative activities. When I decided to reduce my phone time by 90%, I knew that I had to fill that extra time with activities that I enjoyed, that didn't have me being bored out of my mind thinking, I wish I had my phone right now. This was hard at first. I feel like everything I'm telling you guys that worked for me, it's not easy, and that's kind of the thing. You have to stick with it. But then I found my sweet spot, which was making content. Not only has making content kept me away from my phone, yes, I know I'm still talking to an electronic device, but it's given me a lot of purpose, and I'm actually using my time efficiently. And when I'm filming and I'm editing, I don't even know where my phone is. I don't need it. So it's just out of sight, not my priority. And I'm so interested and excited to create a finished product here that it's just not even in my scope of thought. YouTube isn't the only activity that worked for me though. Once I started to go to the gym without my phone and I would pair my earphones to my Bluetooth Garmin watch, I was able to listen to music still without the distraction of having my phone where I would check it during every rep, and then I enjoyed working out more. The benefits of these activities has been very clear. Not only has it helped me reduce my screen time by 90%, but it's allowed me to be more productive, it's given me more energy, it's made me healthier, and it's allowed me to create content, which I have found that I really enjoyed doing. The next thing that helped me a ton was turning off my notifications. I'm naturally very impulsive, and when I hear that buzz or that ding, No matter what it is, I am jumping and I'm answering it as quickly as possible. When I used to have all my notifications turned on, this drove me absolutely crazy. I found myself so distracted, unable to focus on anything for more than a few minutes because every few minutes, my phone would be buzzing for something. So I decided to turn off all of my notifications except for the essentials of phone calls and text messages. This was a bit scary at first, like I was missing out on something important. But after a while, I realized that most of those messages weren't really important at all. Of course, there were a few setbacks at first. You miss a DM from someone that maybe needed to get a hold of you, but bro, just call me. If you don't have my number, then you probably don't need to get a hold of me. But after doing this for a while, I quickly learned to just check my phone periodically and not even have to worry about having to check every app to see if there was a new update. This reduced that constant distraction and allowed me to be a lot more in the present moment. No longer feel the need to have to check my phone every few minutes, and I can enjoy the things I love without distractions. So if you haven't already done this, turn off all the notifications for everything except text messages and phone calls. And even at night, you can turn things on silent. So if it's really important, if they call you more than twice, I think, then it'll still buzz and get to you if it's something really important. But if not, then you're not constantly being bothered by distractions at like the early hours of the day or late at night. The next thing that helped me was setting specific boundaries. I made a conscious effort to limit my phone usage by only allowing myself to check it during certain times of the day. For example, I'd only check my phone during lunch or after work, and when I'm in the office, like it's turned off. And this was probably the hardest hurdle to get through because when you're addicted, you're so used to going on your phone every few minutes. And when you don't have it, and when it's turned off even, it's scary. And like everything else, I suffered setbacks. I would still check it because I would convince myself that I had to have it on for some reason. Once I started to do this more and more, it got easier and easier. And when I saw that I was more productive at work and I had better relationships, I saw that it was clearly working and that I needed to continue to do this. Now, at the end of the day, I'm actually grateful for the lessons that I learned during my phone addiction times. It taught me the importance of balance and being in the present moment and to cherish my relationships with people and to know that what is really important in my life. But here's the thing, the problem isn't the phone itself, but rather our relationship with it. We all know that smartphones are designed to be addictive, and we allow them to just snowball into the point where we're spending more time on our phones than we are in reality. Some people believe that screen time is harmless and it's just a way to pass the time and keep up with friends and family. And if you have a healthy relationship with it, then in a sense, it is. It's really just about finding balance and allowing it to just not take over your life and just have a comfortable, healthy relationship with it. Remember to start small and be patient with yourself as you work towards cutting down on your phone addiction. It's okay to slip up and have bad days where you use your phone more than you thought you did, but it's important just to stick with it and be kind to yourself. The key is to start small and to gradually build on your successes and then continue to do this for a long enough period of time where it just becomes normal. It's rough out here, and I never even got into TikTok, so I could only imagine how much more time I would have been on my phone if I got sucked into that too. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe and share it with someone that may be having some phone addiction issues like I have and see if it helps them. Let me know what strategies you have used in the past that have worked for you that have helped reduce your screen time and the challenges that you faced along the way. I appreciate your time. Check out this next video coming up and I'll see you next one. Later.